I'm 47 years old, and if I could go back to my 30s and 40s financially, I probably would be rich right now. So the first thing I would tell myself is no one's going to save me and no one's going to save you. So you have to, everything and every choice you make about your money at this particular moment in your life is on you. Nobody's going to save you. Nobody's going to walk through the door or come down the street or come to your job and you hitting the lottery is slim to none. So no one's gonna save you. You're gonna have to put on your big girl or big boy pants and grind and save yourself, save your family because it's on you. No one else. Look, I get it. A lot of us don't come from rich backgrounds and well mannered backgrounds. But look, you might have to inspire yourself, motivate yourself, encourage yourself. I get all that. But you gonna have to do it because it's all on you. Nobody's coming to rescue you. Second thing I would tell myself is everybody can go. And I know we have those friends from the hood and friends that we had and friends that we know that ain't no friends. They can't go with us. Everybody can't go on your financial journey with you. Look, it really is lonely at the top. People that have money have small circles. They don't have a lot of friends. So you're going to have to make the decisions to cut some people off that ain't benefited your life no ways. You have to think to yourself, what do this person bring to my life? What benefit? If they're a friend, a partner, what is the benefit that I'm getting or we're getting from each other to help each other? You have to think about those things because time is of the essence in the 30s and the 40s. Believe me, I know. People that are not going in the same direction as you, they got to go. You got to revolve yourself around people with the same goals that you have, or some of them that already have been successful and you're trying to get there. You can't stay the same. Honey, change is of the essence when you're trying to do financially. All those people in the background, they got to go because it's the teardown process that's going to start. People that don't want nothing don't want to see you with nothing. Okay? So you got to grind. If you got to grind on your own, that's just what you got to do. So don't waste time with the wrong crowd or people around you because it's only going to waste more of your time trying to get to do better in the things that you're trying to do. Then the third thing I would tell my 30 or 40-year-old self is don't be afraid to make changes. Life is about change, whether you go to another state, whether you go to another country. You have to determine what's going to make your life better. I don't know that you do. And do stuff different. Don't get caught doing the same thing you used to do because there's no growth in the same thing. Growth is in change. If you want to see change, you have to make a change. If you do things the same, guess what? You're going to get the same result. Don't be afraid to do things differently. Sometimes fear makes us, and things, the unknown, the things that we think we don't know about ourselves will have us scared in making a change. You might have to make some major adjustments or major changes, but make them. They're going to be worth it in the end. You got to keep going despite the fear and push yourself. You got to push yourself. Again, motivating yourself and pushing yourself. You have to dream big financially. Remember, in one of my videos, I told you I'm aiming to be a millionaire. I can't be a millionaire working my same job. I know that I'm going to have to do something different because guess what? I didn't have a second job last year, or I wasn't an entrepreneur last year. So I got the same results last year and the year before that and the year before that. So if that's a goal of mine this year to get my financial freedom, I didn't get it with my 9 to 5. So that means I got to do some hustle and bustle myself. So we both are going to be on this journey together. Okay. And we can check in anytime and say, hey, Yolanda, you can leave me a comment. Hey, Yolanda, how you doing? It's been 6 months. What you got going on? You started that business yet? You did this and that. We can check on each other because that's what it's about. It's about growth. All of us growing together. All of us changing together. All of us making this money together because there's money to be made. We got to put on these big boy and big girl pants and get her done. Okay. My fourth thing is material stuff or just stuff, period. That shit don't matter, okay? That has no value. You want your money to work in the backgrounds. Man, if I would have made some investment deals when I was 30 or in my early 40s, I would be probably on my way to financial freedom now. But I didn't make those changes early on. That's why I'm telling you in your 30s and 40s to make those changes, because I don't want you to be me. I want you to do better, okay? I didn't have that motivation that I had now that I have then, now that I have learned and went through some things, because sometimes that's what it takes us to learn and go through some things. Once we go through them, through those changes and those things, we sit back and we reevaluate ourselves and we like, dang, if I would have made this change and did this change, you know what I'm talking about, because you can relate to that. Man, if I would have did this and I would have did this, it would have turned out this way and it would have turned out that way. I'm the same way right now. Stuff or material stuff don't matter. What matters is your money going to work for you and you having something to show for it. Material stuff is just material stuff. Honey, you can go and get material stuff from anywhere these days. Everybody sell labels, whether it's TJ Maxx, Target, Walmart. Everybody sell Levi's, because I love Levi's. Walmart sell Levi's. Kohl's sell Levi's. See, everybody sell Levi's. Okay, it's just stuff. It doesn't have a value. You know, I buy a lot of stuff because it's cute. It don't even have to be name brand. It's just cute to me. It can be cheap and cute. I think Carly B is one of the stars that say, honey, I got a $5 outfit on and some $2,000 shoes. Or I got a $2,000 outfit on with some $3 pants or shoes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Stuff is just, it's just clothes. You know, it's just stuff. It does not have a value to it. It doesn't matter. Stop trying to look rich for people that ain't even rich themselves. Some of us want to look rich to people that don't even have the money that we have or the money that we make. Okay, it's just stuff. You can't take nothing with you when you leave this world. You're gonna leave the way you came in. All that stuff gonna be somewhere, either in the garbage, either at the Salvation Army, or if you got children, they gonna have it. And 9 times out of 10, if it's something they don't like, they're gonna give it away or throw it away. I would tell myself, look, focus on not looking rich, but focusing your money on in the background where it matters. Because looking rich ain't about nothing. People that look rich in California, a lot of them get robbed. I'm just being 100% honest. I never go outside to look rich. I just look like a regular degger person. And a lot of the regular degger people walking around California with Levi's on or Wranglers, they're millionaires. You would never know it because if you're looking for labels. I'm telling you, I moved out here, a lot of things I was like, oh, okay. Because we only see what we see on TV. We see a lot on TV and we think that's the way. We see these women with this glamorous hair and makeup, and it's TV. It's not real. It's paid actors. You know, they don't look like that every day. It's just for TV. They put on all this makeup and hair and everything. That's just for TV. It's not real. I see a lot of these stars. They look just like me. Some of them have Afro puffs. Some of them have 2 braids. They at the gym. They just regular people. You know, some of us get so mixed up and we got to look like this every day. Honey, the people that you're trying to look like every day don't look like that every day. Okay, so looking rich ain't about nothing. What you got to show for, what you got in the background working for you. People shouldn't know your every move. Shouldn't be able to see you got money. If it's in the background, that's good. It ain't none of their business. Don't put people in your business. Keep your business to yourself. Because remember, they ain't making friends like they used to. I got 30-year-old friends that I thought I had that I found out now that we're older that we were never friends because some of the things that they have said and did to me. So you know better and you do better. But when it comes to material stuff, some of these friends that we think we have will talk crazy about you because you're not wearing labels. And that's another video I got tomorrow about these friends. The 5th thing I would tell myself is invest more money if I could have. And I have had so much money that I have wasted on stuff that I didn't need and that didn't matter. I look back on that I wish I would have invested silently, privately. But you can't go backwards. I'm here now. So I got to start where I'm at now. And if you're my age, you already know what I'm talking about. But for you guys, that if I could tell my 30 and 40-year-old self, man, I could actually be at this job right now and retire in 10 years and be young and still go see the world and do what I want to do. Life is short. I'm telling you, it's even shorter when you get my age. It's important if you're in your early 30s or 40s to put as much money away that you can right now, because I'm telling you, you will thank me later. The sooner you do that, the more compound interest that is really going to work in your behalf. You're going to pay for it when you're 65 or 35. I suggest you pay for it when you're 35. Still got all your good health, still can move around and do everything that you want to do. I would rather pay for it then. Then when I get older, you'll be sitting pretty, chilling at 65 years old if you listen to what I'm telling you. The sixth thing I would tell myself is to start now and don't wait. Because by waiting, you procrastinate, and money, interest, and everything you're going to miss out on it versus trying to catch up at my age. And if you my age in your 40s or in your 50s, leave me a comment below. You know what I'm talking about. Trying to put money, trying to invest money now, 37. You already know how hard it is because you're still trying to keep up with everything that's going on today. All your bills still have to be paid, and you're trying to catch up and build right now. I could have did this when I was younger because I did have the money. You don't want to get 50 and 60 now and trying to save a lot of money. It's just like playing a video game or just like a basketball game when they got 4 quarters. The Bulls play the Lakers. Okay. These jokers wasn't doing nothing. Now, since they know they was going to lose the game, here they come the third and fourth quarter trying to hustle and bustle. Well, why you weren't doing that the first and second quarter? And you could have kept that momentum up the whole time and won. That's what I'm saying about life. Start young and invest young and do things when we're younger versus when we get older. Imagine me, you being 55 or 60 years old trying to save a gang of money. For what? What are you saving it now for? When you invest it when you're younger, it grows something called interest, right? Correct? Okay, that's what we want. We want that compound interest in it when we're young, to invest it, to let it grow. Now, the seventh thing I would tell my 30 or 40-year-old self was to keep that figure I had when I was that age. It is so hard trying to lose weight at my age. I'm telling y'all. Through your 40s is hard. I don't know why it's so hard and why I got to work so hard, but I'm working harder now. Maybe because I told you guys in the previous video that I was in a car accident and somebody almost wanted to take me out and rear-ended me. But even with having a bad back, I'm only limited to what I can do, and I really have to stay active now because I don't want arthritis to sit in my back. Nobody wants that. So I have to stay moving and focus, but I just noticed it just take me longer to work out now. 30 something, early 40s. Keep your health, keep in shape, keep doing whatever you're doing, routines that you got going on. Of course, you want to switch it up when you get older. Keep your body in great condition, so because you want to stay here for the long haul. What is the point of having a lot of money if you're not in good shape? It's wealth, y'all. Health is wealth. I'm telling you. It's wealth. Now, I can't control the accident that I was in because it was an accident. It wasn't my fault. But if you can control your situation now and stay in shape, I would stay in shape. The eighth thing I would tell my 30 or 40-year-old self is to forgive my parents. Look, my parents didn't do me a bad deal, but they didn't know a lot about credit. They didn't know a lot about investment. Their particular way of saving money was just like having a shoebox of money. It probably would have deteriorated, if you know what I mean. But that's what their mindset was back then. They didn't know, and we can't be mad at them for something that they don't know. Hell, I didn't know. So I have to pass this on to my children because I didn't. I'm on my daughter and son right now. You need to get yourself together. What you gonna do? You got to find something that you like to do to make money so you could be able to sit pretty when you get older. Stay in shape. I'm on them about all the stuff that I didn't do. And a lot of us don't listen to our parents. Some of us is hard headed now. We don't listen to nothing nobody else say. So I'm just saying that to say, don't just forgive your parents because they not know what they do. Your parents did the best they could with what they had. We all do. Don't live back there in the past. Forgive your parents as soon as you can and keep moving. We all humans and we all make mistakes. That's just what it is. We make mistakes in life and with money. Unfortunately, don't beat yourself up and make sure you forgive you and your parents. Life is to be moved forward, not backwards. You can't fix nothing back there, but you can fix everything moving forward. The key is to recognize your mistakes, move forward, and don't make them again. A lot of us get trapped in keep making the same mistake and wanting a different result. There's no different result in the same mistake, especially if you done it twice. That's why I live my life the way I live it now, because I've already learned from those mistakes. I've already did some of this stuff already. I'm not going to keep making the same mistake. How am I going to grow if I keep making the same mistakes? You got to ask yourself that same question. The ninth thing I would tell my 30 or 40-year-old self is whatever you focus on and zoom in on is going to grow. Hence, I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you give me a like and leave a comment, because I already know it's a future in YouTube. I already know that. Now, back years ago when I first started my YouTube channel and I did a video saying how I got demonetized, I didn't take it serious. Now that others have moved on, they have grown because they've been consistent and they've moved on. I'm like, dang, I wish I could have, I wish I could have found a way to do this and my apprenticeship program. I regret those the 2.5 year gap that I had, but I'm here now. I can't go back and do anything with those 2.5 years. They have passed. I can't do anything about missing emails because I put in the wrong email address and didn't do. I can't do anything about that. So I have to move forward. We have to move forward. Leave stuff in the past in the past. We can't dwell on that. But anything you do, wherever we put our energy, that's what's gonna flow. Even with our money. If you put your money, your investments, different investments, it's gonna grow. You're planting a seed that's gonna grow. It's gonna flourish. Even if you do negative stuff, it's gonna grow. It's the same with positive stuff. It's gonna grow. But if you put all that negative energy into a positive energy, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's gonna grow. If you put it towards something positive with your financial situation, then that's what's gonna grow. Everywhere we move in this world, on this earth, we have people that we have the have and the have nots. So we have people that have money and that's moving the forward in abundance, and we have people that don't have money, that lack money, that don't have. The key is we get to choose which one we're going to be. You're going to be a have or a have not. We get to choose that right now. 30s and 40s, you get to choose if you're going to be a have or a have not. If you're going to be trying to get out of debt like me at 47, trying to do everything that you can now versus when I was younger, I should have stayed out of debt and didn't get in debt. I was back then trying to stay in shape versus now out of shape and trying to get in shape. You see what I mean? Like, if you just keep things up, right, they're going to grow. When you change them up for even the better, they're still going to grow more. See, the thing is, as long as you focus on being a have and having that abundance, as long as you're focused on it, you're going to have it because you're focused on it. You're putting your energy in it. You're putting that positive energy in it, that power that you have, you're putting it in it. The 10th thing I would tell myself is time ain't waiting on nobody. If you're 30 or 40 watching this, hell, if you 50 watch, time ain't waiting on nobody, and you're as young as you gonna be. You only get older, as I said before in a couple of previous videos. Time is not waiting on any of us. You only get older. You ain't getting no younger. So time ain't waiting on us. And the older you get, the faster time passes you by. We don't get time back. That's why it's important not to waste it on useless things, because we don't get that time back. We don't get days back, moments back. We don't even get opportunities back that we passed up. You got to seize the moment and the opportunity when you are presented it. You don't get that back. Your money and your time and your career, you don't, honey, right now is the time. And I would tell my early 30 and 40 self, those are the times. Everything changed when you change. Your life, your money, your career. It changes when you change. Everything get better when you make a decision to make it better. Remember, no one's coming to help you. No one's gonna do it for you. You have to save yourself. Everything improves when you improve. You want to have more money? You want to have more investments? You got to make some changes. Because remember, ain't nothing changing or moving until you change it. Now, the 12th thing I would tell my 30 or 40-year-old self, you have to give to others. You have to help other people. See, a lot of things we do in this life, I always ask and pray to God and tell him, when you help me, I can help others. And that's what it's all about. We have to help others. Everything we do. Not that you want something back. It's just you do it because it's the right thing to do. That's what we put here for. We're here to help others. When we have, we're here to help others that don't have. We're here to help them and lift them up and give them a helping hand. Not to give them a handout, but a hand up. The price you pay for this world and this life, the one that you're manifesting, is to help and give other people. We ain't here by ourselves, and giving and helping other people is a small price, don't you think? Imagine you having everything you want and you just helping another person get what they want. You don't even imagine how good that feels. That's a great feeling, a good feeling to have, to be able to help someone else. I'm excited. Like, I'm excited about it. Oh, I am excited about that. Just being able to help somebody that don't have what I'm trying to have, just to be able to lift them up. Everything is not about money, but if you can give them and help them, not give them to hinder them and to be a enabler, but to show them just how you're doing it. Oh, I'm excited about it. I feel it in my spirit that would be my life. That's a good feeling. It's better than having money when you can help others. When you can uplift somebody else, when you can help them with their finances. I'm excited about that life. I'm just excited about it. That's exactly what I would tell my younger self. Now, the next thing I would tell my 30 or 40-year-old self is, please make a money plan. Please write a plan down. Please, it's like having a calendar. Get you a calendar and write down stuff. In this year, so and so. I think I saw that on Mr. Beast, where he was writing down stuff that, it was one of the content creators I follow that was writing down stuff, manifesting it when they were young. And now that they're living their dream, ooh, I can imagine the joy that a person feels that when they can just give. That's a great feeling to help somebody else. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just emotional because that's something I've always wanted to do, to just give others and help other people. And it hurts me to just see people that don't have, because I feel like we all should have. That's what life is about. When God blesses us, he blesses us to give others in any way that we can. You have to have a plan because you have to have some direction. All your goals and plans are going to help you guide your financial decisions. If you don't have a plan, your money or your life can end up anywhere. Every decision you make when you write it down should come into play with your finances. You have to have a financial plan. I would definitely had that plan in my 30 or 40-year-old self, and probably would have been rich right now, as I said, because I look back on all the mistakes I made money-wise, all the things that I did wrong money-wise, and I could have had right now that I don't have. Listening to other people, not having my own mind, not following plans that I had for myself, and trying to involve myself with people that didn't mean me any good. Now, the last thing I would tell myself is, you can't control what happens to you, but you can control the way you respond, the way you react to everything. like I said, I didn't know I was going to have that accident. I worked so hard to get where I'm at now. But now I see it's just taking me longer to do stuff, but I'm still doing it. And I have to keep that mindset to keep doing it, to keep moving forward. You have to move forward. How you think determines how you behave on every situation. And your behavior determines your result. Remember, it's a cycle, right? If I go outside and I have an accident, if I go outside and I have an argument, whether I'm gonna just not say nothing and be silent, there's a reaction for that. Or if I go outside and I act crazy and get all outraged, there's a reaction for that. There's a consequence for every reaction. If I react and don't say anything, my consequence is gonna be, well, I might regret it, but you have a minimum. If you react in a bad manner, your consequence could be jail, fighting, could be you being in a hospital, anything, because you are determining that. Remember I said in my video, you are in control. Everything you are in control. Everything you think have a direct direction to your outcome. However you think, you got to get your thinking together. Everything you think about will come to light. Look, I'm 47 and I've seen some young people make some bad decisions with money. And I'm like, man, if I can talk to that person, or if I could, let them know, hey, I'm 40, you're doing it wrong. They probably won't listen no ways, but I feel like I would have did them a service of at least trying to talk to them and tell them. Blowing off, you got a good in your 20s is okay, but when you get to your 30s and 40s, you might want to, we can't blow off the 30s and the 40s. So this is everything that I would tell my 30 or 40-year-old self. I know it's a lot, but bear with me. But yeah, about money, about life, about change, and give myself some advice. So that's my sermon for today, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.